Alrighty. So I am back again with another update on sculpting of Bobo. And I'm actually gonna, let's get this thing full screen. Let's adjust the window because I want you guys to see the full picture. Alright. Now this is actually the file. I don't know if this is the most updated file version, but I did want to kind of get some sculpting done as well as showing you kind of where I'm at now. And if we go to I think it's the clay, not the clay buildup. Yeah, it would be a clay buildup actually for the ribs. I did want to make him a little pelvis bone. I know that my instructor gave me, an idea of where to go with this sculpt, and I think that looks a little blocky. So I do want to make this guy look as real as possible, just to give him kind of that not cartoonish look. I mean, it's not that I don't want to be stylized. I just don't want to, put little effort. I want to make this a challenge, Alright, that looks okay. I might cut in, because like if you think about the way his body's moving, this right here would be kind of pushed in more, I think. Because you can see. Let's try to sculpt a belly. Let's give him a little bit of belly fat, just to give him something. And his rib cage will go here. It kind of tapers in. And I am gonna go. I think it's BPH. No. What is polish? There we go. Let's carve this down a little bit. Just kind of scribbling a little bit. We'll do the same thing here. Now this one's not going to be as flat because he is flexing more here. But I do want to get rid of that almost boob looking feel to it. I don't want him to have, boobies. I just want him to have. That looks a whole lot better. But let's see if we can polish it up just a little bit more. That looks much better. He doesn't look as blocky. We'll do the same thing here where the armpit goes. We might use the move brush, which the hotkey is BMV. Okay, we'll kind of give more of a little armpit there. Same thing here, although this one doesn't really need to be adjusted much because he is flexing it more. He doesn't have it more folded than the other wing. So, okay, let's go finish up BCB for clay buildup. We'll make his rib cage kind of more inward because when you're thinking about the way the body moves, there's contrapposto, which is like, okay, for example, I don't have any pen to go overlay, but for example, the shoulders, there's this line that is invisible that keeps our shoulders together. Okay, so there's one there, and it is going like this. Okay, and you got the bottom of the rib cage, which is usually a little bit of a taper, right? So it kind of goes like to a focal point. Let's put the focal point here, right? Okay, so it's going to come down here, okay, inward. And then there's the pelvic, which goes usually in kind of this little S-looking shape, you know what I mean? So it's kind of going like that, right? So keeping that in mind, we do have one side of the pelvic bone here, okay, and that's kind of, we might use the move brush just to kind of pull it out a little bit more, make it a little bit more prominent. And then after that, we do want to kind of pull this side in, not too much, not to make it look kind of ugly, but enough to be like, okay, he's bending, he's moving. Okay, cool. And that's a little bit too much. We literally don't need it all that much. All right, now for the belly, I'm gonna go BDS for damn standard, which is such a good brush. Now the trick, or I want to say the challenge about this particular sculpt is it is asymmetrical, which means a lot of it is, it's not symmetrical. It's not going to be the same on both sides. Let's make, okay, that's good. PCB. And again, we're just going slightly with the clay buildup brush. And then there we go. So we can smooth that down. And again, not too much. You don't want to get rid of the details that we just put in there. But we can kind of look at that now. Be like, okay, I like that. I actually really like that. And we might use the move brush again. And remember the hotkey is BMB. Okay. And you can just kind of pull it out a little bit. Not too much. We don't want him to be obese. Okay. There we go. He's got a belly. And it's kind of hanging down because, he's got he's got a little bit of gravity fighting against him because he is climbing a cliff. Now, I don't necessarily want too much definition in this bone, so we'll kind of bend it a little bit with the move brush, just to kind of nudge it, Now, for the next video, I will be showing you how to, do the wings and make them kind of look thinner. Because if you look right now, it is very thick. So I do need to turn on backface masking though. I think that's in draw. It's either in draw or, I can't remember actually. No, I don't see it here. It's called backface masking. It's for pretty much so that when you, okay, I'll show you actually right now. So if you sculpt in the wing now and you kind of just go a little bit all crazy, now if you see, it just pulled both sides, right? We don't want that. So what we're gonna do is, I thought it was in dynamics, but I don't see it there. Let's see if we can go to tool. See, and there's no, see in Maya, if we had this problem of finding it, we could always just look it up with the help menu, but we don't have that here, I don't think. Yeah, I don't see it, but I know it's got to be in here somewhere. Backface mask, backface mask. Is it in here? No. Surface? Nope. Of course not. Why would it be? All right. Well, I'll figure that out. So the next video, I'll have that down for you guys. Now, with the last thing I wanted to do here, I don't want this video to be too long. We're going to go by making some muscle structures, again with the clay buildup. And our skeletons are actually pretty much the same as what a dragon's would be. So what we're going to do is kind of just sculpt out 3 little rib muscles, kind of show you some depth. Not too much, but enough to show that there's some depth there. Yeah, see, I don't like that. Let's go back to this. I don't really... Yeah, I know. One thing to keep in mind about ZBrush, for those of you who don't quite know it, is when you go to a stage that's not your most updated, like for example, 5 below the last step, it will erase your history. And we'll go with BHP. And that was my problem last time, is I got the keys order wrong. It's BHP, not BPH. I don't even think that there is a BPH code. Okay, so there we go. I like that. I mean, it's not as detailed as I'd like it to be, but I'm sure it's fine. Now I'm just lightly, and I mean very lightly, tapping on um, the surface so that we can pull the details a little bit smaller. And now this one is going to be a little bit mushed together. BHP. And now to make it easier to knot out the little grooves, you can go with the damn standard on a very low brush size. We don't want him to look like he's got rolls, but we do want him to look like he's got some muscle definition. And there we go. BHP. Might need to turn on remember brush size. There we go. Now that's the progress I'm gonna leave the video at. I think we've covered a pretty good topic. I actually wait before we do anything else. Let's go back to the damn standard and draw him some little scales on the stomach. These ones are kind of plate-ish. And they will stretch because, again, he is moving. With this, we might go over again with like layers or something. And there we go. See how you can see the scales going all the way up and down now. We'll frame him just to show you the overall progress. And there we go. So that's going to conclude this video. On the next video, we will be touching up the ribs. We will be, carving out at the wings. And I am right now, as soon as I'm done with this video, going to find out how to use the backface masking, so that next time you guys don't have to wait for me to go fumbling through all the menus and trying to find something that, I can just take 5 minutes to find. So thank you all so much for watching, and to my instructor, if you're watching this, please give me some feedback, and I will see you guys in the next video.